I'm back, and it's me with a new hair color. Let's see, where are the comments? If I do get any, what do I do? What's that? Oh. Hi Sharon, how are you? Little Leia is in her bed next to me, and I've been trying to put her to bed for like an hour. I gave up, but she's just hanging out there. She's literally right next to me, but laying down. I'm good. How are you? Have any of you guys heard of the products at Oliveda? I think Oliveda. I don't know. Something with the olive tree. I just ordered a cream because my face has not been. I think I mentioned to you guys that I've had like this weird reaction to my face for like 2-3 months, where it's like super texturized. Like at first it looked like acne, a bunch of dots on my face. And I had never had acne before. That went away. You wanna come with me? Say yes, mommy. Okay, I'm bringing her. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Don't mind the hair. Huh? Come here, come. Say hi. Say hi. Are you being shy now? Who's that? Say Leia. Aw, she's being so shy. So we've had a rough week with her. Yep. We've had a very rough week. Since today's Sunday, not this last Thursday, the one before that, she left school actually with a high fever. Oh. And this doesn't help. The fact that she's still sucking on her fingers, it does not help. She understands. Like if she's sucking on her fingers and I tell her to take her fingers out of her mouth, she'll do it. But it's like a comfort thing, especially for nighttime. She always sticks her fingers in her mouth, right? Yeah. So let's talk like this, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. So over a week ago, at this point, it's been 10 days since she left school with a super high fever. And then that night it was the week after that, it was just horrible. For over 8 days, she had a fever every 3 hours, non-stop. And it was like super high. Like it was going to the highest I checked on her was 105.3. That point I took her to a hospital. We went to the pediatrician like 3 times. First the pediatrician said it was a stomach bug, and I was like, I don't know about that, because she wasn't really showing any other symptoms. But then like a day or two after, she started having the runs and she wasn't eating. Like she stopped eating completely. So she was on Pedialyte for a while, and I'm gonna take it off. Yeah. Leave it there. I feel like every time I go on a live, the garbage truck is going by super loud. I think that's the garbage truck. But oh my god, no, that's not the garbage truck. That's a regular truck. She was on Pedialyte. She wasn't eating. It was so bad. So 2 days after the first pediatrician visit, we went again because it just wasn't going away. And they were like, "Oh, it's something viral." Whatever. This is what happens when we have small streets and cars double park and then a truck has to pass by. They're gonna start honking like psychos because they can't pass.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy.
So,
Mommy.
they kept saying it was something viral. I took her to the hospital and they wound up saying it was upper respiratory infection. But she wasn't congested. She wasn't she didn't have a runny nose. There was nothing going on in her body other than the fever and her not eating. So I don't know if it was any of that. Today, 10 days later, like right now I had to give her Tylenol because her temperature was 100.6. It's still not like completely out of the system, but at least it's better than what it was last week because it was constant. She was in the bathtub every 3 hours. Every 3 hours, Tylenol, Motrin. Excuse me. Who those toesies? Going back and forth, rotating those medicines, and it was rough. Right? Yeah. Take your fingers out of your mouth. Thank you. Don't put them in your mouth. Because that's why you get so sick all the time. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. Show your teeth. Say cheese. Look at all those teeth. Let me go back. You got your haircut. Love it. Thank you. Good evening, stranger. How have you and everyone been? She's so big. Last time I saw her, she was a little baby. She was. Where are you going? Where are you going? It's bedtime. It's not time to play. Come. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Come. Over here. Yeah, next to me. She looks nothing like me. She looks exactly like her father. And she got like a crazy tan. Like neither one of us are this tan. Right? Say hi, guys. Say hi, guys. She's being so shy because she's a little chatterbox. She likes to talk a lot. Right? No? You don't want to speak? No. Say on, please. I don't think it fits. I don't think it fits you. Does it fit? Yep. Are you sure? No. Okay. Me neither. You guys remember when Blake used to join my lives? I would always have to end it because he was always all over the place. There you go. Wow. You put this in here. In here. Like that.
Oh.
I see. Oh my, she looks so grown up. I would wonder whatever happened to Brooklyn, guys. I haven't seen her again since she had her baby. I mean, I've been terrible at doing lives as well, so. What do you guys think of my hair color? It does make me look more a lot more pale, but I needed something different. And it looks a lot lighter than what it does here on camera. So, right?
Daddy?
No, no daddy.
Huh?
She heard the door and she thought it was her dad. That's not daddy. Daddy's working.
Huh?
Daddy's working.
Yeah.
You know you're supposed to be sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah. No fingers in your mouth. Thank you.
Oh.
Ah, I know she was about to have her baby, then haven't seen her either. That is strange. She wasn't alive after her baby was born. I think a month or two after her baby was born. But then after that, I haven't heard from her anymore. Love your hair color. Thanks. Thanks, Matt. Guys, I've been this summer, like, I've been eating so bad. Summer bod 2025, here I come, because 2024 I failed. I've been eating so bad, but it's like we have a ton of smorgasbord around here. There's one in Brooklyn. Ah, that's Daddy's. He's gonna kill me. There's one in Brooklyn. There's one in Hudson Yards, which is like not that far from us. There's gonna be a festival in our area starting Thursday, I believe. Like, it's non-stop food festivals around here. And they're so fun, and you know, the kids just want to be out at parks, and they usually do these near parks, so it's just difficult, and I don't know. I started going to the gym again after not going for a month. It's so hard because I feel like every time I go back, something happens. For example, Leia got sick for over a week. She's still sick, but she's getting better. Are you getting better? No. Okay, so I started going to the gym a little over 2 weeks ago, and then something happened that they had to do some renovations. Like, I started going on Monday, and by Wednesday I noticed it was empty, and I was like, why is it so empty? Because at 5 in the morning, that thing is packed. There's usually a line before I go in. So it was empty. So I asked the guy, hey, what's going on? How come there's nobody here? He was like, oh, we had a sign up that we're gonna do some renovations starting Thursday. So it was gonna be closed Thursday and Friday, and I was like, okay, maybe I can go Saturday. I went Monday through Wednesday, and then it was pushed off to like over a week that they closed. So they closed, and then Leia got sick. So I was doing so good. I was like, I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna eat good, and then bam, they closed, she gets sick. But I'm starting again tomorrow because I hate the way I'm feeling right now. Like, I feel like my face is so swollen. I don't like it. I don't like how I feel right now. So my way to change it is going to the gym. Right? Take your fingers out of your mouth. Uh-huh. No hitting. Be gentle. Silly. Say, I love you. Say, I love you. What? Look at what? What? I have a friend that her daughters, she has 2 little girls. I think one is 5 and the other one maybe 3 or something like that. Yes. Yes. What? What happened? I don't see anything. Well, her daughters are so sick. She posted a picture of both of them, like, just laid out on the couch. She said that they've had a nonstop fever for like 8 days. Basically the same thing, but they have hand, foot, mouth. Leia was tested for a ton of stuff. They tested her twice for COVID, RSV, basically the normal stuff they test kids for. Strep throat. She didn't have any of that. But her girls have a severe case of hand, foot, mouth that it's so bad that one of them, her gums are swollen and bleeding. Like it's so bad, and then the temperature is just through the roof. I wonder if that's what she has and all she had was a fever. Take your fingers out of your mouth. Thank you. Thank you. Look at those teeth. Do you see your teeth? Look. Look at the teeth. You have so many teeth. Fingers out of your mouth. Thank you. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on now that it's super hot and pools are open, beach, you know. Oh. Blakely was sick this past week, threw up a few times overnight, had to keep her home from school. She felt better after about 2 days.
Mommy.
The thing with me is that I only have 15 days per year. Yeah. Cheese. Oh yeah, I saw. So my contract starts in July. So my days start counting in July until next year. So I've already used 3. I was off for 3 days, and then my boyfriend had to stay with her for 3 days because she was so bad. So I already have 12 days left available for my school year, and it's not even September. Like, I'm scared. I have 3 kids. I'm sure they're gonna get sick. I'm gonna get sick. It sucks. But that's what happens when you have kids in daycare. Princess Leia looks just like you, Carmen. You guys have not seen her father. She is her father's twin. She has his feet, fingers, face, everything. Oh my gosh, guys. I have a best friend that's going through like a horrible situation. And her situation is a lot more difficult than what I went through for many reasons. Let me see. That's daddy's, okay? Put it back. She's married. What month are we in? July. She's 6 months pregnant. Like she owns a home with her husband. Like I don't know how to help her. Let me read before it gets out of hand. Yes, Leia. She does this thing where she just goes, mommy, 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 mommy. You know, Stewie, right here. One of my coworkers had that like a week ago. Thought only kids got it, but it says adults can occasionally get it too. Yeah, have these parents in school? Yes, honey. Yes. I had these parents in school that when their daughter got strep throat like a year and a half ago, the parents got it really bad. The dad broke out all over his face. He had like, it looked like acne marks months later. It was so bad for him. What's up? I hope she feels better, Matt. Hi Carmen, how is everyone doing? I think the last time I saw one of your live videos was right after my little brother passed away. And it's going to be a year of his passing next month. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for your loss. It's crazy how time goes by, right? Speaking on that, did you ever get more money or anything out of him? I didn't. I think he didn't do his taxes this year because I did see in my child support portal that they had like I forgot what it's called. They have a name for it, for when they take it out of their taxes and I didn't receive anything out of his taxes, but I do receive child support. It's just weird how it comes through because it says it's supposed to be weekly. I think it's like 115 weekly. I don't mind saying the number because whatever. People get child support. It happens. It says I'm supposed to get 115 weekly for both. It's not per child. It's for both. Um, but I don't get it weekly. Like I'll get it every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. But it'll be like the amount that it's supposed to be. So let's say I didn't get the 115 today, and I don't get it next week. I'll get it like 3 weeks later, but it'll be like 300 something. Or I'll get, sometimes it'll be like a month and a half later and I'll get a bigger amount. It's just weird. I don't get why it's like that. What happened? Come. Come here. Oh. Her crazy hands. Fingers out of your mouth. Get your fingers out of your mouth. Careful. No. Look. Buenas tardes. Hi, Yvonne. Hola, Carmen. Kitties. Hello. Really? That sucks. Can't believe he would do that while she's pregnant with his child. Crazy. Hope Leia feels better. She's looking like she's so much better. She just has a temperature. I just gave her Tylenol. Right? What was that look? That's all for 2 kids. That's insane. You should be getting way more than that. My brother has to pay his ex like 500, 800 a month for 1 kid. It depends on their income. And like I said, when I went to court, I told them exactly where he worked and all the judge, what the judge did, like in front of me. It was through Zoom. But I told her where he worked and she was like, okay, let me put that on Indeed. She put it on Indeed. She asked me for his position. I was like, general manager. She put that information down and she calculated that it was like $14 an hour, which is complete bullshit because he was getting salary. And it was not that. He was getting paid pretty good. So she calculated what she found on Indeed, and based off of that, that's why I'm getting 116. Well, I'm supposed to get it every week, but I don't, for both kids. She does this when she's sleeping. She goes off, like just scratching. It feels nice. It feels nice? Yeah. Where's his pay stub? He never shows up to court, so I don't know. I don't know. So like I was saying, I have this friend and like I've never liked her husband, to be honest. I feel terrible saying it, but she knows it. Her sister's never been a fan of him. Like, he's just someone that's always been money hungry and everything is a business to him. Like, let's say if he had a bicycle and I want it, and I was like, oh my god, not that I wanted it. Let's say he has a bicycle and I said, oh my god, that's a cool bike. Immediately, I'll sell it to you for $600. Like, relax, I was just saying it's a nice bicycle. Or even like within the family, with the sister, my friend's sister, he would make everything a business instead of like helping out your family. He comes from another country and she fell in love with him while she was abroad, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna get married. And the day that he came here with his visa that she helped him with. Where are you going? Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Goodness. Close this door before she runs off on me. The day that he arrived here with the visa that she got for him, they got married. It was all too crazy for me. I remember I was pregnant with Noah. Thank you. Like, whatever. Since day one, I haven't been a fan, basically. She's had suspicions of him cheating because he had a few businesses that, again, she opened loans for to help him out. Because if I help out my husband, then my family will be okay. That was her thought, always. She was never selfish with him. He had a few businesses, and every car has a tracker now. Thank you. Every car has a tracker, and she would track her car because he would show up or leave at like different hours every day. And she noticed that the car kept going to one specific place. Like, it would pass the job and then go to the, like, it just wasn't calculating in her head the right way. The math wasn't mathing. So she started going through text messages and stuff, and she noticed that he was having conversations with this one woman. She confronted him about it, and of course he said no, nothing's happening, she's being dramatic, blah blah blah. She did everything she could. This was right before Thanksgiving, I believe. She did everything she could in her hands to make her marriage work. She did couples therapy, which was a complete failure because he wouldn't. What are you doing? Let's say they were doing through Zoom. He would shut off his camera, and she can tell that he was onto something else, like working or just not paying attention. And she would be completely committed into their therapy session, and that would get her furious. Aside from doing couples therapy, she was doing her own therapy, and I think he was doing his own, like speaking to someone as well, in order to help their marriage. She set all of this up because she wanted to save her marriage. Oh my goodness. So that was like right before December. January came, and they go on this trip together because they were like, let's go have, it was either January or February when they went on this trip. We need some time out as a family. I don't think they've ever left the country as a family of 4. She has a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So they leave the country, and when she comes back, she's pregnant. I saw this coming from like a mile away. I don't know why, but I just saw it coming. When she told me, I was like I feel bad to say it, but I wasn't happy because I know the type of person he is, and I was like, damn, like she's just digging herself into a bigger hole. A baby's always a blessing, but it's just, if you're gonna be single with 2 kids and pregnant, like, that's just difficult. So fast forward to now, literally happening as we speak. About a week ago, no, over a week ago. This has been boiling since a little before July 4th. Be gentle. A little before July 4th, he starts hanging out with this group of friends that he's recently made, and they're always partying, they're always out. He's coming home drunk all the time. He can't take care of the kids because he's hungover. Like, there's no way of her leaving them with the kids because he just can't even take care of himself. She's like, I'm not gonna have them be in danger of just like wandering around the house while he's sleeping on the couch because he's just so hungover. So I feel like she just let it go for too long. Like, she would leave the house, blah blah blah, like for the day. As he was hungover, she would just let him be there on the couch all day, and I would have been like, here are the children. I would go do laundry or go do something else while they're running all over his head. Like, get your ass up. Like, I do have my nights where I go out with my girlfriends, but I know that I'm going to suffer the consequences when I have to get up at 6:30 or 7 in the morning with my children because my boyfriend has to go to work. I'll take it. Give me. Yeah. I'm not opening that door. It's not time to play. Okay, so she told me that for 4th of July. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to pay attention to her too. She told me that for the 4th of July, she told him, hey, let's spend it together as a family. Don't go to work, because they have that option. He owns a few businesses, so he has the option to not go to work or have someone else work for him or just close for the day. Yeah. No. You don't have to throw it. Look, there's a garbage right there. A little one. Little garbage. That's for paper. Little papers. Come. You want to come here? So she told him, hey, let's hang out as a family. Let's go to the beach or something, and we'll watch the fireworks at night. He didn't really agree to anything, and the day of, he didn't show up at all. Like, he didn't sleep at home. He didn't sleep at home the night before as well. And she thought he was going to show up in the morning. You want to come up? Give me 1 second. Come. Look over there. Go. He didn't sleep over the night before, and then the day of 4th of July, he wasn't home either. She went to the beach with the kids, and I think her cousin. Thank you. Thank you. Fingers out of your mouth. Fingers out of your mouth. She's tired. That's why she's doing it even more now, because this is her little sleepy comfort thing. She went to the beach, I believe, with her cousin or with her sister. Came back home. They went somewhere to watch the fireworks. I'm not sure where, but he was just never around. He took the day off, but he just didn't want to spend it with them. So at this point, pot is like boiling. So for was it the World Cup? Copa America? I don't know. Not the World Cup, Copa America. It was Argentina versus Colombia. She's both. Her mom is from Colombia. Her dad was from Argentina. He is Colombian. So for Colombians and Argentinians, this is like a massive thing. As you guys can tell by the news and everything that happened. It was a fiasco. Yes. Yes. Little pain in the booty. Yes. So she has always been rooting for Argentina since her dad passed away, because she feels like that's what she has to do since he's not here. He told her he was gonna go watch the game with some friends. He didn't sleep over that night. Then when he got home, she was just done with it. She locked him out. The thing is that the house is under both of their names. And his sister with her 2 children live downstairs. So my friend will lock the door and the sister will go ahead and open it at whatever time he arrives. If he comes at 4 in the morning, she will open that door for him.
Mommy.
Yes.
Mommy.
Yes. Yes. Don't put that in your mouth. Yucky. So that in itself is an issue because if I know it's his home as well, and she can't technically kick him out because they're both owners. But if she's like locking the doors in her own home, like it's so fucked up that this woman thinks that she can do whatever the hell she wants. So, my friend got fed up the beginning of this week, and she took all of his stuff and she put it in the bedroom next door on the bed. She grabbed all of his clothes, just put it on the bed. I actually saw what she did like the following day because he made a big deal out of it, called the police on her and everything. She just literally grabbed his clothes out of the closet that were hanging and put it on his bed, and he didn't like that. He showed up super late, close to midnight, and he starts turning on the lights and he's like, what you're doing is domestic abuse, blah blah blah, like just being extra because she's finally putting her foot down and he didn't like it. He's very manipulative, narcissistic. And she's always been like, she's always taken it. She's never put her foot down like she did this time. So she was like, you don't even live here anymore. You don't sleep here. So why do I have to have your clothes here? I need my space. I want to go to sleep. She was sleeping with the kids at the time. They have a king size bed, like massive. And the kids were sleeping with her. And as he's coming in and doing all of this arguing, he turns on the lights, doesn't give a shit about the children that are sleeping, wakes them up. The little one starts screaming. Like, it's just a mess. She recorded him after a point because he was recording her. And every time he's recording her, he speaks like she's crazy in these videos. He's trying to make her seem like she's unstable. But in reality, he's just like sick in the head. Her hair's in her face. It's all staticky. What you do? No, close it. Don't open that. So he starts telling her, I'm going to call the police. I've been like good to you for more than 7 years. I've never done anything to disrespect you. Like sleeping outside of the house, cheating on her while she's pregnant is not disrespecting. But her putting her foot down and grabbing his clothes and putting it on another bed is disrespectful and domestic abuse. Like, yes. So she wasn't paying attention to him, and I think that like made his blood boil, that he actually called the cops. And what the cops did was escort him out. They were like, you can leave for the night. They sat both of them separately like they usually do. They got their stories, wrote down their notes, told him that he has to sleep out for the night, and that the next day he can grab clothes or whatever.
Pizza.
No, no pizza. No pizza at this time, Boogie girl. So then the next day, yeah? No. So then the next day I go visit her. And I'm sitting in her dining room. And behind me there's like a little nail on the wall. Like literally like right here. And oh my gosh, she almost fell off the bed. Be careful. You see? Come here. Where are you going now? I'm gonna have to end this pretty soon because she needs to go to bed. Me your hand. But as she's speaking to me, she notices that she had her last ultrasound. It was hanging where I was sitting, and she was like, "Wait, why isn't it there?" She got up and started looking for it everywhere. He took it. Like, you don't really give a shit about this baby. You don't give a shit about the relationship, and you're doing that. Like, there's little random things that he's taken, and she doesn't know where she put it. And I was like, don't worry. We went around the house. She's an art teacher, so she had like um she had other pictures of her and the kids. So we grabbed the picture of just her and the two kids, and we put it where he took that ultrasound picture from. So it's just like petty. So yesterday I was out to dinner with my boyfriend and the kids, and she calls me like frantically. So their plan yesterday, first of all, in the morning, she had told them the day before that in the morning the little girl had dance class. And she was like, it's at 9 o'clock. Are you taking her or am I? Because he's off on Sundays. He was like, I'll take her. It was 8:30 and he's still not home. So she starts packing up the kids, and she's like, fine, I'll take her. She didn't say anything to him. She was just about to go on her day, like she would usually do without him. Her car is in the driveway, and his sister is blocking her because she just parked in the street. So she tells her like half hour before, hey, I'm gonna leave before 9. I'm gonna need you to move the car so I can get out. Okay. 9 o'clock comes, the car's still there. She's like, hey, I need you to move the car because I'm leaving now. Okay. She gets into the car, packs the kids, puts the kids inside, and she's like, I need you to move the car because I'm leaving now. She gets in the car very slow. She starts heating up the car, and she's not moving. And my friend is getting like furious at this point. First of all, she's pregnant, hot outside. The kids are in the car. Like, she needs to get to this dance studio on time, and this woman isn't moving. So then she starts arguing with her, like, move your car, I have things to do. And she's like, you deserve everything you're getting. You treated my brother so poorly. Like, 100% on his side. Just being nasty and disrespectful and butting in where she shouldn't be. As they're arguing, he pulls up. So she had herself and the kids ready. His sister. She was ready to go, leave the house. She was just stalling, waiting for him. He grabs the kids, puts them in his sister's car, and they leave. Like, what kind of BS is that? Then whatever, my friend is like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go to the beach for the day since I'm alone. So she went with some friends. He takes the kids out all day. She was able to FaceTime them a few times. And then he's like, oh, are you gonna be home so I can drop them off? And she was like, no. To see what he would say, she just said, no, you can keep them for the night if you want, just to see what he would say. And he was like, okay. He said, okay, I'll stay with them. She's like, okay, fine. Doesn't answer him. Doesn't say anything else. Neither one of them says anything. Like an hour later, I guess he like pondered on what he was gonna do. He was like, I'm not gonna sleep in the house with the kids because you are being super disrespectful and you're abusive, and I'm gonna sleep in a hotel with them. And her fear is that basically what happened to me, like, my ex cheated on me and brought my kids around that woman that he cheated on me with. And that's like her fear. She's like, if he does that, I don't know what I'm capable of doing. Like, you know, as mama bear, you don't want anybody to be touching or near your children, especially someone who is messing with your ex or whatever, her husband at the moment. I was like, don't worry, the kids will be okay, and he's not going anywhere. He's just talking shit. So he's like, I'm not staying in that house. You're being abusive. I'm going to a hotel with the children. And she's like, no, bring them home. I'm coming home now. And he was like, nope, I'm not coming home. So at this point, she's like being frantic, calling him, and he's not answering. And then out of nowhere, he starts telling her, oh, I'm gonna call the police now, and I'm gonna go make a report because you're abandoning your children. Like, what the fuck is that? And everything he says is like these long, elaborated messages. And I'm like, stop answering these messages, because look at how he's framing it. In these messages, he says how she's unstable, she's abusive, she's abandoning her children. Like, he's never with these kids, and the one day that you're with them, you're saying that she's abandoning them. Like, it's insane. He just didn't like the fact that she was being like brushing off what he was saying. She didn't like that he didn't like that she wasn't home exactly when he wanted her to be home. So he was like, if you don't show up at 11 p.m., at exactly 11 p.m., I'm leaving with the children. And I'm going to file a report against you for abandonment, which is like insane. So she starts heading home, and he starts telling her as she's on her way home that he's trying to make the report, but that the police officers said that they need to work on their hours before heading to court. It's just so much. At the end of the night, she was like, I'm going to show up at whatever time I want. And she did. And he was home, of course. But she went with her friends. She was like, I don't feel safe anymore. Like, his behavior patterns are just too all over the place. So her friends walked her in. And I don't know what happened, but she wound up telling me that the police told her to maybe file a restraining order against him. So I guess she went to the police department, or she spoke to someone. But I was like, you know what? You need to find a lawyer today. I actually need to message her to see if she looked for a lawyer or something. Because I keep telling her over and over again, like, this is over. I hope you, like, realize it. I'm being, like, harsh. Because she's just, like, all of this is happening in front of her. I'm like, do you want him to have an upper hand and, like, tell the courts that you're being abusive and you're leaving your children before you even file for anything? She doesn't want to lose her house. He already told her that he wants to sell the house and split it 50-50, and he's out. She doesn't want to sell the house. She's like, this is my home. I love my home. I don't want to leave it. I don't want to sell it. Like, I love this place. And like, she's like, all he cares is about the money. And right now she's fixated on finding out more about this girl. She spoke to the girl, actually. She found the number, spoke to her. The girl denied knowing that she was pregnant, but she knew that he had a wife and kids. He told her that they were having issues, as it usually is. But it's complete BS because he's still there. I don't know, like, how to guide her other than telling her to go to a lawyer over and over again. But I don't know. It's just hard when the person doesn't want to, like, help themselves. The government judges can access his pay stub. $14 an hour for a manager. Get out of here. You should ask your lawyer to get your case reviewed by another judge or something, because that one obviously doesn't know what they're doing. In Canada, he will lose his driver's license for not providing his tax paperwork. Either file taxes yearly or no more driving. That's amazing, because over here you can, like, not file your taxes for years and you're fine. They say they'll come after you, but it takes a while. I know people that haven't filed in like 3 or 4 years. Gentle. Ew. But what they did do is they canceled his passport. Like, he can't file or leave the country. He can't apply for a new passport or leave the country until he pays his debt. Which he doesn't really care about because he never liked traveling. He barely left New Jersey if it wasn't for me. Gaslighting his wife. Well, exactly, Sharon. They can pull his pay stubs and everything. Because of BS for 2 kids. Absolutely. Hey girl, how are you? Is your ex still with the homewrecker? I have no idea. No clue. She just needs to leave his ass. She'll find someone that'll actually want to be with her, just how you did. Jeez, that's a terrible situation. The sister needs to be kicked out. Get a court order and get a restraining order on him so he can't come back. I don't think she can kick out the sister because she has a child. He's like 9 years old, I believe. Oh my gosh, I'm glad she's recording him back. If he's cheating and doesn't want to stay at home, he should just move out. What a little child he is. And he's 2 months late on mortgage. I think by the 3rd or 4th month that you don't pay, you go in foreclosure. All done? Okay. You look so pretty. What hair color is that? Well, it looks really dark on camera. But like, it's pretty light. I asked for like a reddish. It does not show up on the camera at all. It's like a dark red. Huh? Hey, pretty? Aww. Wow, what a jerk. He hates her and being spiteful. Wow, what a manipulative sob. Blaming her for everything when he's the one cheating and doing to her. Can't stand people like that. She needs to show the cops those messages to show he's lying. That's what I said. Get a restraining order on his ass. Make sure she keeps records on all those messages and everything. It's because I tell her to stop answering him because he's making it seem in those messages like she's the one doing wrong. And she just falls for it every time. The cops are right. This is going to escalate more the more she interacts with him. Yeah, I don't know. Are you ready for bedtime? No. It's bedtime. Let me get her up here so she can say goodnight to you guys. I'm about to log out to put her to sleep. It's almost 10. Her bedtime is usually 7:30. But she had a late nap, so here we are. Here, Leia, look. Let me grab her. Whee! Okay, we're gonna say goodnight. No. This crazy hair. I just washed her hair. Whoa. Can you say goodnight? Whoa. Alright guys, I'm gonna go off to bed with this little one. Yes. Yeah. Well, glad you have moved past all of that and doing great now. Thanks. Good night, little one. Nice chatting with everyone. It was nice chatting with you guys too. What you doing? I miss doing this. It's just hard when this one's sick or the other one is sick or I'm sick. It's like a never-ending cycle. She keeps opening her eyes really big. What you doing? Say bye. Can you say bye? Say bye. Alright guys. I'll see you in the next live. Bye-bye.